Let me get a mic check from you. Can you say chalupa?
Chalupa.
Can you say wonton?
Fucking racist.
Arroz con habichuela.
What's up in the web? It's me, Andy, a.k.a. Andrew, and welcome to episode number 27 of the Spooncast, where three or more of your fellow spoons come together to discuss any topic ranging from games, movies, anything, nerd, culture. To my left, Choopy behind the mics, and to his left, D. Wayne, the D stands for Dragon Ball, and to his left, none other than the Puerto Rican Badger himself with the Rick and Morty shirt and the walker. And to his left, none other than all Day J, the party people. Party people!
That was the best one we've ever did. I am so proud of everybody here. We was on
Everyone,
sync, a nice tone,
pat
good
yourself,
shit.
pat yourself on the back, everybody.
So you're gonna be hanging like that.
Normally we're Backstreet Boys, but today we're in sync.
We're in sync.
I refuse to sing along with you guys.
Bye then.
Then bye.
Deuces.
You're not coming to the camping.
Okay.
Speaking of camping, Spider-Man PS4 game release date confirmed.
Yep.
Who gives a shit? No, but
I do.
Yeah, who gives a shit?
No,
You know
that game
you
look-
give
nah, that game look good.
many of shits.
That game's gonna be badass.
So the date was confirmed for September, exclusively on PS4.
Hell yeah.
September 7th.
What's that?
September 7th, 2018. By Insomniac Games.
Septiembre 7. I'm waiting for that.
Yeah, I'm ready to get into that.
W.
Hell yeah, man.
Or
It comes
still,
out in
you
like
have
2 weeks.
Yo, I pre-ordered it the day they announced it.
I pre-ordered it tomorrow.
he post pre-ordered it.
No, I already pre-ordered it tomorrow. It's done. It is done.
Spider-Man.
I
Was
think it's
good.
gonna be like the Marvel version of the Arkham series.
Yeah, pretty much. I think so.
That's how I see it.
I just hope that game doesn't come out too buggy.
Yeah.
I see what you did there. I see what you did there. Yeah, really excited for that Spider-Man's. But also, another game that starts with the letter S. Spyro the Dragon.
Ooh,
The
Spyro.
Master Trilogy
That was the
coming
game.
to the PS4
That game should
and the
just, they
Xbox
should have just left
One.
it.
Why do you say that?
Because it's Spyro.
Hey,
That
Spyro's
game
a
is
classic.
like Dynasty Warriors. There's like 100 of them, and they're all the same shit. And
But it's not like they're making a new one. They're just remastering it from the
yeah, no,
original.
why? Remaster something better.
Because Spyro was one of the
Why don't you
classics for
remaster?
PlayStation.
What? Remaster Parappa the Rapper. That was a classic. Remaster the second Tomb Raider. That shit was a classic. Remaster Jet Moto. That was a fucking classic.
Jet Moto was a classic, yes.
You
I
know what I'm
agree.
saying? Remaster Cool Border. That was a fucking amazing game. Remaster Tony Hawk Pro Skater, the second or first one.
Hell yeah.
You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
I remember
Remaster
those.
that shit.
The
if you
second
wanna
one was the
remaster
best.
something. You know what I'm saying?
And Darth
Like,
Maul and Wolverine.
Anything else you would like to remaster?
man, don't get me started because we're gonna have to name this whole entire episode remaster, and it's just gonna be about remastering things. Because they only pick the wackest shit to remaster. You know?
Would you call Crash Bandicoot whack?
No, but it was something that was unnecessary.
True.
I feel like there's other games way better than Crash that could have been remastered.
True.
You know, like there's this game called Pandemonium back in the day for PS1. That game was amazing. It's probably one of the first games I ever beat. You know, by myself. That was really good. It was about a jester and some little girl, and you know, you're the jester, then you save the girl, and then you could switch off playing between the guy and the girl because they both have like different specialties. And that game was amazing, bro. Like, I'm surprised that game has no like what I'm saying? Like no heavy duty following, no subculture following, because that's a badass fucking game. Matter of fact, I'm gonna post it in IG.
Do it.
I'm doing it right now.
At any rate,
Shit.
Spyro Reignited Trilogy is coming to the PlayStation 4 and Xbox One on September 21st. Activision announced. So that's that. Moving on. Avengers Infinity War directors ask fans to fight spoilers. Part of the people, I know you heard about this.
Yeah, that's impossible, bro. Even they know it's impossible, but we'll see.
Yeah. You know what I always say? I don't even like to watch trailers because I don't want to spoil it. I just want to be able to watch the movie and enjoy it. And
I hate trailers so much. I don't even like living in them.
It's a fact.
Facts.
No disrespect to people who live in trailers,
But he just doesn't like them. It just because
yeah, that's his
it's
thing.
personal
Yeah,
preference.
Yeah, I agree. It's
I will deal with the mobile home if it's mobile. Not trailers.
Yeah, but that Infinity, I'm glad they said something so people don't just come out and start releasing like camera shots and all this extra stuff and spoiling everything for everybody. You know what I mean? I want to watch it. Like I said, that's why I don't really watch trailers that much anymore.
But it's a lot. Sometimes too, it's just like the news media. Like for example, they'll post even the headlines. Like the way they word the headlines are spoilers.
Yeah,
So,
they do it on. I mean,
yeah.
they all are guilty of it.
Yeah, of
Also
course. You know,
clickbait, too.
yeah,
They know what they're
clickbait.
doing. Yeah, clickbait. So they tell you without actually coming out telling you.
Yeah,
Mhm. And even the thumbnails kind of like spoil it too. Like,
Yeah.
you know, they get out the title, then they show the thumbnail, like, okay, you get it.
It's like you don't even want to watch it, but apparently it's going to be really good, and they put a lot of effort into it because they wouldn't come out. And this is the first time I ever heard any of them records come out and say, "Hey, please don't spoil it for people who haven't seen it." So,
Yeah, because they've been working for this towards like 10 years at least. Oh, yeah, 10 years. So I understand why they don't want to be
yeah, and
spoiled.
plus you just want people to enjoy the movie. And, you know, in this
But
world we
even
live in
for
today-
people that have been following like the MCU franchise, you know, for like since Iron Man through everything, I'm pretty sure they want to owe it to themselves as well to not spoil it either, or
Yeah.
else they would, you know, they would lose that hype or around it.
the hype. Yeah,
So I think it's doable, like for loyal MCU fans like me. Like I'll do it. Like I wouldn't want to
Yeah.
watch it. I wouldn't spoil that shit
Yeah.
for myself, So you would count me in on that one. So.
It's the other people, like the news outlets and
Mm-hmm.
people, like you said, they want clickbait and traffic on their site. So
Yeah.
like that's going to generate it. They're going to do whatever they need to do because they know it's a big movie.
Mm-hmm.
So, of course, they want to try to get everybody and be the first one to know what's happening and put it out and have everybody flow onto their site. But hopefully, I mean, I'm pretty much avoiding it anyway. What about you, the Puerto Rican Badger?
I could go either way. I honestly don't care. Like I could watch the movie and watch the spoilers, and it still won't take away from what I see when I watch the movie. So.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
like that. That's definitely a different opinion.
Yeah.
I like it.
Well, siblings filmmakers Joe and Anthony Russo, in a letter penned to the greatest fans in the world, wrote, "We're about to
I
embark."
didn't get no email.
Oh, you didn't get it? Yeah, everyone got it. All the greatest fans in the world. "We're about to embark on the Avengers Infinity War press tour. We will be visiting fans all over the world, screening only a limited amount of selected footage from the film in order to avoid spoiling the story for future viewers." The duo wrote, as shown in a photo posted to social media, "We will not screen the film in its entirety until the Los Angeles premiere shortly before the film's global release." The letter continued, "Everyone involved with the film has worked incredibly hard for the past 2 years, maintaining the highest level of secrecy." Adding to Infinity War's growing mystique, they noted, "Only a handful of people know the film's true plot."
Interesting.
No, I'm really
We're-
curious.
"We're asking that when you see Infinity War in the coming months, that you maintain that same level of secrecy so that all fans can have an equal experience when they watch it for the first time." They concluded, "Don't spoil it for others the same way you wouldn't want it spoiled for you."
Heard.
But I like it being spoiled for me. So.
Yeah, some people, because some people are anxious and they don't want to wait. And
Mm-hmm.
I get it. Shoot, like I said today, they said, like, my boy, we talked about that earlier. I was telling y'all earlier, if they said, "Hey, you can watch it right now for $100," I'd pay the $100 to watch it right now. You
I'll
know?
pay too. No, no,
You pay $2 or
I'll
$200?
pay as well.
Oh,
I can't afford $200. Get the fuck out of
oh.
here.
If you pay 2, I'm like, I don't even look like I'm just wait till 27.
Yeah.
And that's exactly 3 weeks from today, guys.
3 weeks
Those really
from
21 days.
April 6, 2018.
baby.
Can't wait, bro. I'll probably watch
Yep.
that shit like 3 times in a single day.
Yeah.
By the way, we do gotta talk about if we're gonna go all see together.
Yeah.
That's gonna be
I
hard.
thought that was like without
Yeah, yeah.
question.
Yeah, but we actually gotta.
I mean,
Coordinate.
ideally that would be awesome, but you know how hard it's
Sometimes
gonna
it-
be.
No, it's
How?
not gonna be
it's not
hard.
gonna be that hard.
What date is the 27th on?
Friday.
Oh no, it's not gonna be hard for me then.
Unless you're gonna be in your bed like,
Yeah.
I don't want to move out of bed.
I might want to go Thursday night though. I'll probably go Thursday night.
I'll probably
Comes
go
out
too.
Thursday.
We can
I will-
we can
I
go
will have
Thursday
to
night.
get my ass over
If I'm off, I'll go Friday morning,
be like
and then I'll watch it again with y'all.
Wow.
Hey man, like it's real.
You can pretend like you didn't see it.
It's
So
never done.
Lou, we could definitely go on Thursday night if it comes out like that. I'll definitely go.
Oh, yeah.
I'm down for
I'm
Thursday night.
interested, Yeah,
I'm down for that shit too.
No, you're not. You said you weren't.
I'm in.
but Thursday night's gonna be midnight, so you can be, everybody's gonna be off.
Man, I just request those days off. Fuck it.
Well, it doesn't have to be midnight because.
Or you
yeah,
could do
if
what
we could
Andy
go earlier.
does.
If we could go earlier, then
I can.
Hold on.
you what?
Beep.
Edit.
So yeah, I mean, normally the first showing's around 7 o'clock, so it doesn't even have to be.
Oh,
If
I
it's
didn't know
Thursday,
that.
yeah, 7
Yeah.
o'clock. They don't do midnight releases anymore.
Yeah.
They do 7 o'clock.
7:00.
Yeah, 7
Yeah,
o'clock on
that's
When did
Thursday.
normally
we
the first
go before?
For
I
which-
thought we went late. It doesn't
I
matter.
think
I'm glad.
I think we went late because someone closed and they got out at 8:30 or whatever it
Oh,
was.
that was years
Yeah,
ago.
but
Yeah.
I'll go to the 7. I want.
Oh, that was for Age of Ultron, wasn't it?
Probably,
I'll
yeah.
actually leave out. Shoot, I'll just go wait.
Yeah, just go straight there.
Yeah, I won't even like. That's how stoked I am about this movie.
You gotta
You
call
just
Wesley.
start running across.
Hey, no.
Start running
I
across.
know party people don't want to go eat.
He's trying to be funny over there. You can always go by yourself. Okay? I mean, you go Wesley, your buddy over there. He can go with you.
He's always calling Dwayne.
Yeah, Dwayne. He's like,
Yeah, I ain't pick up that shit though.
I'm not picking up that shit. He pops up right next to Dwayne.
They're like, oh, you're a
it's
fucking
absolutely
asshole.
the worst type of people to watch that movie with. I'm telling you, terrible, man. Like,
If you go to a movie,
I'll never forget his entrance. Though.
please do not talk during the movie. Please.
no, why would you go in there? Come on.
Get down. He's right behind you.
Here, use my shield.
Oh, that guy was
Use
the
my
worst.
shield.
That guy was the worst, man.
Yeah, don't.
He's a nice guy, but he's not the guy.
I like
It's a
the-
horrible movie.
I like that guy dressed as a
Doctor
strange
Strange?
doctor.
Doctor Strange.
Doctor Strange.
Oh, the guy that. Oh man.
He's
If
not
that-
next to
It
Jay.
happens to me every time.
That was for Thor Ragnarok, right?
That was for
Yeah.
Thor Ragnarok. Yeah.
Doctor Strange.
I was like, did they
Luke
really
came
do
with a
that?
plastic bag with like 3 different sodas. He got his popcorn, but he didn't even eat the popcorn. The
Look
popcorn was
at
on the floor.
On the
Yeah,
floor.
Never got it.
If you go,
Untouched.
please out there, guys, if you go to the movie theater, please don't take a plastic bag full of goodies. A plastic bag that makes more noise than
The
Everything
movie
you
itself.
need.
the movie itself. It broke more decibels than the IMAX theater did.
Yeah, it was
Weird people, please don't sit next to Jay. That's a beacon for stranger danger.
I got a Stranger Things. Dun, dun, dun.
Oh my god.
Since we're on the topic of Marvel, Matt Damon reportedly passes on Spider-Man Homecoming sequel villain role.
Dumbass.
I mean, I'm sure he had his reasons, but I would have liked to see. a
The
guy
only
like that.
thing I could think, because I know him and Ben Affleck are good friends, so I guess Ben Affleck kind of deterred him away from doing the superhero
He's
genre.
like, no, Maddie. What, Benny?
He said they typecast you. Probably,
Mhm.
But
Maddie and
I
the
think
Ben.
Matt Damon is like probably a stronger actor than
Ben Affleck?
in some things. Maybe they're not. I don't know. I don't have a problem with Ben Affleck being Batman. I don't. I don't think he was the problem at all.
I didn't think I didn't find a problem with him either. He was decent.
Yeah, he wasn't. I don't. People made a big deal about him. Oh, we don't want him, and he did not.
Do I
do
have
that.
to be
It wasn't
here
him.
for this? Like, do we have to go through this shit again?
I'm not going.
We
for
go
it.
through this shit
Oh,
every
that
time.
asshole.
Every fucking
I
time.
guess
No,
some
we're talking
balls.
about Matt. Well, we're talking about Matt Damon.
Yeah.
Matt Damon and Ben Affleck are
Ball
kind
sucker
of
too.
linked because of the way because they came into to the business.
Yeah. And we were actually talking about he did have a little cameo
Thor.
in Ragnarok.
Not
No,
to be
just totally out
confused
of
with
left field.
Camel.
So there's no report of what villain they actually were thinking of. They were thinking of, placing him in, but all they know was that he did pass the role, and
So basically he was chosen, but he just chose to not accept it.
Yes.
Yeah.
But I got a question for you.
What a
all.
dumbass.
Do y'all think he would have been good in that role?
Yeah,
That
he's a
depends
good
on.
actor.
It depends
look,
on the
I like him.
I think he's a good actor, and Marvel has always done a good
job with
Yeah.
casting.
job with casting. So they would have casted him for somebody that could have been, something he could have played good.
Yeah.
Plus, he plays everything good.
Yeah, he does.
And if I'm gonna be honest with you, bro, for a while I've been wanting them to put Leonardo DiCaprio in there.
And
MCU?
Marvel.
MCU.
Well, he's a great actor.
He's a fucking amazing actor.
That guy's range is great. He can just pretty much do anything
Yeah,
he
he
wants.
can.
He picks those
Yeah.
obscure roles and
Mhm.
he still knocks them out of the park.
Yeah, he does.
Like he's just
He could
great.
play a Jamaican guy.
Yeah, he can play. He can play
You know,
anybody,
believe
man.
it.
Yeah, that guy is just. He's really, really good. But, I mean, I think people know that he's a great actor by now.
Yeah. But sometimes it would, to me at least, would seem kind of out of place for Leo to be in a superhero movie like in Marvel.
Yeah.
'Cause it doesn't seem like the type of movies you usually see him in.
He
I
tries to
think
go.
he's
He
a
tries to
villain.
go to different. Yeah, he
I can see him as a villain.
That's why he was in a running for Joker.
Mm-hmm.
But like he
No, I
picks
can see
those.
him as Joker.
If they were trying to get him and Joaquin Phoenix and some
Yeah.
other guy.
They were
But,
thinking about it now, they were kind of scrambling, probably.
yeah, it was DC. That's what they always do. But I think I don't know if you're right. I don't know if I could see him playing. He seems like he.
Because like if you see
darker
the
roles.
exactly what I'm about to say, like if you see the tone Marvel is, like it seems
Too,
out of place
big
for
him,
Leo
yeah.
because you typically see him in the more serious, darker tone.
Yeah, he
movies.
picks different type of roles. So.
But at the same time, like, it's
He
hard
could
for
be-
us to see
He
it.
could be a Captain America villain because if
He could.
Marvel has different tones for different
Yeah,
movies.
exactly.
Yeah.
Specifically for Captain America, it's definitely
Yeah, I was
there's
just
a
about to
more.
say Captain
more
America.
serious.
You can see him in Captain America.
Yeah.
Definitely.
And I was gonna say, like, a lot of times, especially in the Marvel, like, you think of an actor and you're like, I don't think I could see him. Like, Chris Evans is the perfect example where we saw him as a Human Torch, and I was like,
yeah.
I don't know how they saw him, like, as
Captain
Captain America, because I mean that was just like,
It's because he's white and blonde hair and blue eyes.
and his name is Chris.
I'm sure that played a part in it.
But yeah, like, that's a perfect casting, and like a lot of people are like, what? Like, have you seen Fantastic Four? So, and it worked out.
The latest one, yeah, it's just garbage.
No, I'm talking about the original one that Chris
Yeah,
Evans
he's
was in.
very funny.
Mhm.
That sucked.
Yeah, it was trash.
I did
What was,
like the
there was
Silver
another
Surfer.
actor. Who am I thinking of?
I don't know.
And what?
That's in the Marvel universe now that we probably would have never thought he would be in.
Mark Ruffalo.
Mark Ruffalo.
Mark Ruffalo, no.
But I wouldn't have seen him in the Marvel universe before he was casted in there. I mean, there's a lot of people. Samuel
The guy
Jackson.
that plays Meryl for Walking Dead.
Oh,
Yandu.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, Michael Rooker.
Oh yeah, Michael Rooker. Yeah, he's good.
I
But he's
wouldn't
in.
see
Yeah, I wouldn't have
Yondu.
seen. I wouldn't have seen him in. No.
David Hoffman.
Hasselhoff.
Hasselhoff, sorry.
David Hasselhoff.
David Hoffman.
David Hoffman's a
Biker,
BMX
yeah.
rider. Oops. David Hasselhoff. He's a small cameo, but still, it was hilarious.
Yeah, there's a lot of people.
Drax.
Yeah, I would have never thought.
Dave Batista.
Yeah, David Batista. I would have never thought that.
Or
Star Lord.
I think it would kind of make sense
Yeah.
for Dave, but only because
He makes sense.
Star Lord.
Yeah.
what's his
No.
name? Jeff Goldblum.
Jeff Goldblum.
I'll watch anything with Jeff Goldblum in it.
Yeah.
Have you seen Earth Girls Are Easy?
No.
Oh, it's hilarious. It's with Jeff Goldblum. He's an alien. It's him.
What else is
Perfect
new?
casting, though.
What else is new?
Perfect casting.
I think it's him and Wesley Snipes, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh God.
I think this is the black guy. I forgot.
Hopefully he had his taxes done before the movie.
Yeah. That's an old movie.
So this website here has some characters that might have fit Matt Damon in Spider-Man. So they have listed Sandman,
No.
Yeah.
Electro,
Which one?
No.
Sandman.
I could see him
Okay.
playing the Sandman.
I can see him.
I could see
Yeah.
that.
too.
That's when I said it. I was like, maybe it's the Sandman. That's exactly what I thought.
What was the next
What was
one?
the guy?
What was the next-
Electro.
Maybe.
No.
or Norman Osborn?
Yes.
Norman Osborn, I see him.
Yeah.
A little more.
I
Yeah.
can see him as number one sport.
Mm-hmm.
Norman Osborn's a very serious character, and I don't see Matt Damon doing anything other
Hell yeah, I can see him doing that and catching his fits like Norman Osborn does.
yeah.
Yeah.
And the Green Goblin.
Yeah.
That would actually be pretty interesting.
I can see him. Yes,
I can see that.
Man, you now that y'all brought it up, I would
No,
love to see
I
Leonardo
could see him
DiCaprio.
as Mysterio.
Dr. Mysterio, the guy with the fishbowl head?
Uh huh.
Yeah.
What was his powers?
He was a master of illusion.
Yeah, illusions.
So it's kind of like in the Doctor Strange universe type thing.
No,
there
Spider-Man.
There wasn't magic. It was just like smoke
Genjutsu.
mirrors.
Yes.
Literally, yeah.
Smoke mirrors.
Okay.
Illusions, poofs, pows, and puffs.
Yeah.
Genjutsu.
So his
Got you.
his power was a magician.
Pretty much. Yeah.
Okay.
Interesting.
Curious indeed. We brought up I brought up Captain America. I don't know if you guys saw this,
Nope.
but this is pretty crazy.
It is.
Have you guys seen the family link between Captain America and
Oh, yeah.
Spider-Man?
Yeah.
The family link.
Yes.
Yeah, I saw the family.
saw it?
Yeah.
No.
So this is one of the reasons why I love Marvel so
They
much.
tie-
that-
it's
It's
in-
entirely
in
because they're
Spider-Man
both in New York or
Homecoming.
something like that.
It's
So
tied
now-
up in Spider-Man Homecoming.
Yeah.
So now that that's his uncle or something.
No, he was in Captain America, the first one, right?
yeah, the first Captain. Yeah, the
Peter Parker was the first Captain
No,
America.
No.
no.
No, he was in the first Avengers movie.
The guy from Spider-Man Homecoming was actually one of Captain America.
So do you remember the principal in Homecoming? Do you remember it?
Vaguely, yeah.
The Asian character.
He was in.
I would remember that.
Whoa, ads.
Yeah, he.
I'll put up a picture of it.
Right here.
It's
By
like
law,
you're
you gotta
waiting
edit
on-
it.
You're waiting on that.
Oh.
Yeah, he
So he was the prince. He played the same act. Let me get the actor's name.
Something he can't pronounce. So Swing Sling.
Oh, that's so
Dwayne, can you come read that?
Oh, that's so racist. But you know what? I'll do it.
Jim Morita was one of Steve Rogers' loyal
I was thinking.
Hauling Commando crew back when he fought Hydra.
Yep.
This man right here.
He's standing next to him in there, right?
Yeah. He's
So
the principal.
now the principal.
And he has a picture
in the office.
of his off. Well, it's not him. It's supposedly
He's like,
his, grandfather or whatever.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Huh.
Oh, oops, my fault.
You gonna punch the shit?
So yeah, in the Avengers, you know how Captain America has his crew, right?
yeah.
Yeah.
One of them is an Asian character who goes by the name Jim Morita. He is in a picture inside the office, or the principal's office in the Homecoming movie. Now that actor is the same actor who plays the principal, right? So obviously those can't be the same guys because it's 100 years past.
Mhm.
Unless.
But he has a picture of someone who looks just like him,
unless
dressed in World War II era.
Garb.
unless
garb.
it is him, and they just did the same
Maybe
thing
he's
they did.
another soldier. No, I don't think it's.
I think so. We cracked the case.
So he's pretty much watching over Peter Parker.
So it's actually a close relative of a modern day figure in teenage Peter Parker's life.
What if he's trying to watch Mr. Parker's Peter while he's in the shower?
Jim Morita's grandson
weird.
grows up to be the principal at Peter Parker's school, Midtown Science and Technology School, which explains another significant detail in Spider-Man's origins film. Despite Captain America's status as an enemy of the state and war criminal during Peter's first solo film, propaganda, films featuring Steve Rogers are still played in Peter's class. And now, knowing Principal Morita's personal connection to Captain America, it makes sense that they would support the first Avenger and continue to show it they continue to show it.
Sound it out.
So, do you remember the scene when, they're all in the gym and they're watching the scene of him and,
Yes.
yeah.
the
Yeah.
guy's like,
He's
I don't know
your
where it's...
coach is right here.
Yeah.
And he's like, I don't know why this show. And he's, enemy of...
So they were still supporting him no matter
They're
what.
still supporting him because the principal is related
To a Howling Commando.
to a Howling Commando. What do you think of that?
Interesting.
I like the way they connect everything. I
I do.
definitely do.
Yeah.
There's those little
Those are
details.
those Easter eggs you gotta pick up.
Yeah.
Something you don't catch unless you binge the entire MCU in order.
I like those little huevos.
That's what she said.
Oh, okay. Luke Cage season 2. Image reveals team up with Iron Fist.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to that.
How do you feel? How do you feel about
I am
that?
too.
I'm just pumped up because people made Luke Cage out to be like he was trash, and yet when I watched it, it was actually good.
Luke Cage was
Actually,
And by
fantastic.
you people, do you mean
I don't know, man.
people in this room,
You know, I know,
in this
I know, right?
cast,
You're gonna.
I'm gonna do
You
these
can.
guys.
You can tell me that all
of skin color that is not
all,
of our own?
all 13 episodes of that show was good.
No, I don't think they were all. But I mean, you can't tell me all what.
All 12 Jessica
Yeah,
Jones
Jessica
episodes
weren't good. Yeah, I can't say that about anything. I can't say any show that they have.
Stranger
on
Things season
every
1.
episode. It wasn't 13 episodes.
True. But listen, my thing about what's his name?
And
Luke
if I-
Cage
The villain was
was
stupid. That one villain was stupid. Everyone knows that villain was stupid.
which one?
The one with the
Silverback.
yeah, Silverback
Or
was,
Diamondback.
yeah, whatever his name is. There was a garbage villain.
The
I think
guy
they
that
should've-
was like, sucker! He was talking like, show enough.
Yeah.
the
Do
baddest-
you dig it? Sucker!
I'm the baddest
that's Booker
mofo
T.
go down around this town. Show no.
Show enough.
Leroy.
I have that movie.
I don't know. I just feel like 6 episodes of that show was good, and then after that, it was just like the whole thing about his brother. Spoilers if you haven't watched Luke Cage.
I feel that the
season 1.
reason why you don't like this is because you're not urban enough.
No.
That's just my.
Listen,
I actually
The
thought
part
it was-
where they introduced his brother was like at that point they were reaching because it's like there's no way to hurt this guy. Oh, we found these bullets that can pierce him, this and that. Like they just started. I feel like after that they just started making up stuff. Then all of a sudden, his brother just finds a suit that just so happens that can fight him. Like, come on, like
Let me ask you a question.
That went
Has
too far.
your brother ever found the suit and fought you?
no.
Then you have different family problems than he does, apparently.
Like the fact that they had to create this suit which didn't exist before, just to fight him. Like that to me is lazy writing.
I agree. I don't like. There were things I had issues with some of it, but overall I thought it was good. Just like I had issues with Jessica Jones season 2, but I still thought it was good. It was good.
Yeah,
But
I have very lots of issues with season 2 of Jessica Jones.
as
Yeah.
we know.
it was good. But I mean, Luke Cage was good, so I'm ready to. The way I've read about it too, and the villain's supposed to be good. They said it was Kilgrave-esque, right? Is that what they said?
On for what? For the villain?
Yeah. They said
That's-
it's kinda
they-
like, I'm like, that's a big.
They
step.
got to be careful.
And they said it's Jessica Jones is like so good. They're gonna probably make it in the same way that they did Jessica Jones, which is good. 'Cause I like that. And I mean, they got Misty, and then they got like the one with the bionic arm now.
Misty.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Mhm.
and then they said he's teaming up with the Iron Fist. I think that's good. Like, cause I'm interested. Are they probably on?
And they actually had surprisingly good chemistry in the Defenders.
Yeah, they did. They did.
I think that's part of the reason why why Iron Fist is in Luke Cage. Me, I wasn't too crazy about Luke Cage, but I feel like, and it's something with what's it called Iron Fist. The show was alright, but it wasn't like
Yeah, I
for
like.
me,
I
Iron
like
Fist
the
was
Iron
like
Fist, though.
whatever.
I liked it. I didn't.
But I feel like now they're using each other, kind of like how Thor and Hulk were kind of like a
Yeah.
tandem for Ragnarok. So I feel like they're gonna do that with same thing with Luke Cage season 2.
Yeah.
Like they feed off each other, and they have, like I said, they have good chemistry on Defenders. So it's a way to kind of
Bridge the the people that didn't like Luke Cage because they may have thought it was too ethnic and too urban.
mhm.
Now that kind of brings people together and it may have a different fan base in it. And plus, it worked in the Defenders, like you said too. But I think it's gonna work. Period. I actually like Luke Cage. I'm interested. I'm definitely
Yeah.
ready to watch it. So, by the way, there's a rumor floating around that they had canceled season 2 for Luke Cage. Did y'all hear about that? Now then, when I saw it, I'm like, I thought they said they canceled it. So,
No.
it's just people trying to trash it.
If anything, maybe they canceled Iron Fist, and maybe this is the Iron Fist as well.
I don't know. I don't know about that. I just think they could have. Well, you know how I feel about it. I'm not delving back into that, but
I just hope Iron Fist explains to people who Iron Fist is.
Again,
No.
you mean the immortal Iron Fist? Don't you mean that?
That's exactly what I mean.
Trained by the monks in Kunlun.
Oh my gosh, how many times do we have to hear that thrust that first season?
Sorry.
Yeah.
Like,
We get it already, you know what I'm saying?
Come on.
So I don't know. Have you guys read this? This is creeped me out when I saw it. Stan Lee's Stolen
Oh,
Blood
yeah.
was
Yeah.
used to sign Marvel Comics sold in Las Vegas.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Mhm.
They said that.
you heard correctly.
They said they got the doctor, nurse, or something to get his blood, vials of his blood, and he signed his comics.
They signed his comics with the
stamped it.
blood?
With the blood.
Yeah. It's just people
That's
are out
creepy,
of their
bro.
mind. Yeah, it's very creepy. But again, because they were dealing with a bunch of devil worshippers, so am I surprised? No.
Oh,
Boy, oh boy.
That
Easy now.
That's definitely some devil worshiping stuff. Why would you do that?
Why? Well,
It's his
money.
partner. It's his
Also
partner.
money.
Of course. They feel like it's going to be worth more dead than alive.
Yeah.
They said it's in financial trouble, whatever. That shouldn't be the case at all.
Not even a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, him and Jack Kirby, they should be well off. So
The last topic I have on here
all right.
is AMC once again accepting Movie Pass
Word.
at all locations. So apparently they had a
They broke down, huh?
yeah.
AMC. They were putting up a bout, but
Yeah. After temporarily, ads.
damn ads.
After temporarily suspending MoviePass at 10 major theaters around the country, AMC will once again accept the subscription service at all locations.
solid.
No, we could only bless you so many times.
There's so many
Lulu.
times you can be blessed.
So this is gonna happen. Just everyone just bless one time personally. So it's like bless you,
Bless you.
bless you,
Bless you.
you.
Nice one.
But you sneeze more than freaking blessed.
May the bless be with you.
Doesn't it gross over?
You don't have this topic up there, but I want
Yeah.
to bring it up.
Go ahead.
I don't know if y'all know about the Rogue One thing. Did you hear about that?
You know what? I was going to put it on here,
Werewolf one.
but I didn't know. Yeah, about the deleted scene or the rewrites
Yeah.
and the reshoots.
Apparently, like Rogue One was supposed to be totally different,
Yeah.
like, the way it was, and they had this guy coming. I forget his name, but he
That
I,
guy.
I hate this that I can't remember his name, but
I'll find it.
apologies. But anyway, the guy came in and he rewrote it, and that's the Rogue One that we watched, now
In theaters, yeah.
Yeah, that was in theaters, and normally these guys don't get like credits for it, but apparently he did so much work that they actually, when he went up for arbitration, they gave him credit for it. So apparently he changed around a lot, and they were interviewing the guy, and the guy was just pretty much saying like that he didn't really know anything about Star Wars, so he didn't care.
Mm-hmm.
He was just like, I'm gonna just do it this way.
That's fucked up. Like,
No.
No, I feel like it's a good
He was trying to make the movie right.
Yeah.
So he was like, since he hadn't seen it, he didn't have any. How some
He had no
people have-
emotional
yeah,
ties.
He had no emotional attachments to characters,
Okay.
like Luke Skywalker. You know how some people are attached to these characters emotionally, so it's hard for them to do things that like they probably should do because
Mhm.
they love these characters and they're emotionally attached to them.
His name is Tony Gilroy.
Yeah, and so he said he went in, he saw what the movie was about, and he's like, look, pretty much it was like he knew that they all were gonna die, and he said his idea was to try to give them what was the reason they were gonna die, pretty much, and so he kind of toyed around and did it that way, but I didn't know that happened like that. I mean, did anybody know about that? And it was pretty much silent.
It was something that a lot of people speculated, especially because from the trailers there there was a lot of
in the trailers that weren't in the movie.
yeah, there were a lot of scenes that weren't in the
That's why
movie.
it wasn't in the movie. I was wondering. I was like, wait a minute, in the commercial it wasn't that. You're
Yeah.
right.
So he was saying that here it says Gilroy gets honest on Rogue One's reshoots process, saying Lucasfilm was in so much trouble before he came in and helped assist Edward in finishing the movie. The writer director implies that Edward's biggest problem was figuring out the right narrative to tell. Gilroy said coming up with the answer was relatively simple, considering the end results for each character was clear from the start. They all had to die. So yeah, and it's crazy that it's actually been received as one of, like, a lot of people say it's one of their best Star Wars
It
movies.
is. I think it's better.
And it's really good.
I was talking
I
to
agree.
my boy about it. I was like, Leo, I like that better than The Force Awakens. By the way, The Force
Can I
Awakens
tell you
been coming
guys
on
something?
Sure.
I'm probably gonna catch a lot of shit.
Oh, I already know what you can say.
I think Star Wars is fucking boring. Like the new movies are boring as shit to me, dude. No, like the original three, which are
A New
4,
Hope.
5,
4,
and
5,
6.
6 were amazing. Followed by 1, 2, 3, which I like. Everybody hates them, but I like them. It's whatever, you know.
They're trash.
It's yeah. Okay.
Definitely trash.
I'm
Okay.
kind of on the fence with
They,
the.
they're better than what the fuck they got now. This shit is so boring, and it's so much bullshit. They're talking so much dumb shit, because what they're trying to do is start a new story but end the old one. So there's a lot of bullshit to tie up fucking loose
Loose
ends
ends.
and shit that ain't really
Yeah, I
shit that
agree.
wasn't even an end to begin with. You know what I'm saying? And I honestly, the last one that they made with
The Last Jedi?
I found that movie to be retardedly boring. It was very boring, very dull. It had great visuals, good stuff, but I found it boring and unnecessary.
It could have been more stuff in
It
it.
could have been more.
But again, they
a
were
lot
trying
of
to, like you
things.
said, they spend too much time trying to tie
And-
up loose ends.
and-
And these guys are emotionally attached. Not so much Ryan Johnson, but that's what
But
it comes
and then in that tying up loose ends, the whole movie just turned me down when they did the run to get the master key maker.
Oh my God, that was trash. I agree. 100%.
Like
that was
what? Like, that
garbage.
was-
Why you didn't even need that. Yeah,
No,
Yeah,
that,
it
that
was-
was
they should have
no,
taken
that was
that out.
what 30
Of
minutes of the
nothing.
movie of absolutely nothing.
Garbage.
Of
Agree.
absolutely nothing. That right there was like,
I
and then
agree.
that with astonishing visuals like that.
Yeah.
When the motherfucker hit
Like,
light
didn't
speed
have-
and
didn't-
killed there and destroyed all the shit. Like how you go? It's like
How do you go from that to that?
you know what I'm saying. And then like the battle in the Red Salt. That was an amazing battle.
Yeah,
Everything
yeah.
they had was so great. But how do you know, it takes, for me, it looks so great, but it took away, because I got exhausted from those 30 minutes of bullshit. It exhausted me. I was like,
They-
really? So when they hit me with that, I was impressed, but I was already so exhausted. So it was like, meh.
But the reason why I knew they did it to try to tie in to those little kids with the Force, and they tried
Yeah.
it. I know that's why they did it, but they could have just done it differently.
Yeah.
didn't need
They
to
could
do
have done
like-
it
Yeah,
differently,
and again, like when we watch these movies or whatever, I don't like. There's gonna be parts that I have issues with. Even if I like the movie, there's gonna be parts in it that I have issues with, and that definitely was an issue that I had with
Question.
The Last Jedi.
Another thing I just brought up in my head to myself is that I also felt, all these characters that just died out, or most of the characters have been with us for so long, everybody, like you guys been saying, has made a connection to them. Another thing I feel about the new characters, especially Rose and Finn, I feel like they're trying to push them down your throat. I feel like
They
they're
are.
forcing you to like them. I feel like their characters are very forced upon you. Not like, oh my God,
You
I
want it
like
to be
Luke
more
Skywalker.
organic.
Yeah, like everything else, you just started like it. Everybody hates Jar Jar. I fucking love Jar Jar.
And
You know, I think he's fucking hilarious. That he was completely out, like,
you're ruining your argument right
hey,
now.
no, no.
You really are.
How am I ruining my argument? Not at
Jar
all.
Jar Binks, man. When you say that, you lose credibility.
No.
Nobody likes that guy. It was totally unnecessary.
I could say Jabba the Hutt was completely unnecessary.
Jabba the Hutt was like
You know what I'm saying? But
intricately linked to
Yeah.
Han Solo. Like, come on, he was the reason why Han Solo was running like that.
No, it's not.
He's the reason why
It's
he got caught and frozen. Like
it's
because
no,
of
no,
Jabba
no,
the
no,
Hutt.
no, no.
What?
It's not Jabba the Hutt. It's Pizza the Hut.
Oh, God. Yeah, but
No, all these, I feel like they're forced.
I
Poe,
believe that it's for
Poe, I feel like they're completely trying to make him the new Luke Skywalker and the leader of the rebellion or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Or not the new Luke Skywalker, the new Han Solo, like that.
Yeah.
I don't care, rebel. You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna do what I want to do.
But I mean, it's
The
not like
cocky pilot.
Yeah, and then the Rose and Finn thing. I don't know. I just feel like the whole movie was really forced. Like they're trying to.
And
just
it's also
shove
a lot. It's also
the
some propaganda.
characters.
It's propaganda. In
Yeah.
it, though.
down your throat, nose, and ears, bro.
But I got another question about Star Wars, and I wanted to know if y'all heard about this. You know, Carrie Fisher was good friends with what's her name? Not Barbara Streisand. Who's the other big actor? She was best friends with her.
The one that's in the one that they're considering to replace Carrie Fisher.
Yeah.
Oh,
She played in Devil Wears Prada.
Meryl Streep.
Yeah,
Meryl Streep,
Meryl
yeah.
Streep.
They're considering Meryl Streep to replace Carrie Fisher, and since they're good friends, you know, they're like best friends. I don't know if everybody knew that.
Yeah.
But so they're considering doing that, but they don't really know how fans are going to actually take that. And I don't know either, but I do know that Meryl Streep's a great actor.
Yeah.
I don't even know if she might do it just because she's such good friends with Carrie Fisher, and she
Just to
probably
keep the
have-
legacy alive.
yeah, and not only that, she's familiar with the character and everything. So, but they brought that up, so that's another Star Wars tidbit that I didn't know about. I mean, I don't know if anybody knew about.
How would you feel about it?
I'm kind of biased because I like Meryl Streep.
Yeah.
So far, I like her acting. So I think she does a good job, and I think she can make it work because she's a strong actor. You know what I mean? So I just don't know if she would accept the role because of the story, because she's used to. She's a big time actor.
Yeah,
so I'm sure the story she doesn't like it. She's not gonna take it. So I think it would require
It would have to make sense for her to continue to do it.
yeah. 'Cause
Like it would need to be like really like
she'd have to be intrigued by the role
Yeah.
and the character, and that means that it would have to have good writing. So that's the only issue. But I don't know what they're gonna do with the character.
I think it's tough because it's like, what do you like?
let
Do you
that
just
go?
kill her off and just you start off with her just the big intro with the story plot?
Yeah. I mean that's tough. I mean, because again, it's emotional. Everybody's attached to
Yeah.
Princess Leia emotionally, so
Yeah.
you got to be careful. And it's Star Wars, so you got to be careful. But again, like I like when Lou points out stuff, because you probably watch it later and you have your own opinion about it, which is good because you're not the only one that had that opinion. I heard other
Yeah.
people complain about it too, and I agree with your point about them running across that and them little animals. It was just unnecessary. I don't even know why they put it in there, and they could have linked the other thing up another way, a little more cleverly. But again, I mean,
At this point in the industry period, I feel like they're running on comfort. Like, okay, people like this, so let's just make this as retarded, as stupid. People are so dumb that they'll take it.
Star Wars is doing that a little bit, but you can't really say that because Disney owns all of that, and the Marvel movies are not doing that. They have good stories, they have good actors. They have
No, I
good
understand
casting.
because it hasn't gotten to that. Marvel just started, so they haven't gotten to the part
To the
where they
comfort
can just
zone. Where they can put
just
anything
coast
out,
on just clout. You know what I'm saying?
But I think they
Wars.
have gotten to the point where they could coast on cloud because they had so many good movies that.
No, I get it, but not 10 years
Yeah.
versus the 20, 30 that Star Wars got. You can't compare it.
No, you can't.
You know what I'm saying? And then
It might
in
be more
Star
than
Wars, it's something that it was a movie that your dad, fuck that. It was a movie that your grandpa saw, that your grandpa put on your dad, and your dad put on you, and so on and so forth.
Oh,
You know what I'm
They
saying?
didn't put it on me.
But no, I'm not saying
I
you
just watched it on
specifically.
my
I'm
own.
just
You know.
saying
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
in the culture. It was
Yeah.
a movie that it's been like that. Marvel is a comic books that almost vanished and nobody knew. My genre, I barely know about comics. So I know the genre that follows mine knows absolutely fuck all about comics.
Yeah.
Because the little bit that I do know about the Marvel world, I had to scratch and dig for because I really liked it. And I didn't even know English. And none of those comics and all that shit made it to Puerto Rico. As far as I knew, like when I was a little kid, Wolverine was X-Men. That was his name to me. Like that's who I thought X-Men
I
was.
thought X-Men was Wolverine too.
You know what I'm saying? And I didn't know nobody else.
I didn't know
Until
I
I
didn't read
went
the
learning
comics.
from my cousins that were from over here, and they knew, you know. And I was like, oh shit. But in Puerto Rico, like if I would have just grown up in Puerto Rico, would have had no American influence, I would have not ever known about none of that shit. So it's not something that's been passed down. You know what I'm saying? Puerto Rico, everybody knows about fucking Star Wars.
Yeah, Star Wars.
You know, my dad, I remember when Star Wars came on TV, my dad's like, here, sit down, let's watch this movie, it's really good. You know what I'm saying? And we watched the movie. First Star is really good. You know? So, you know what I'm saying? The first Star Wars movie I ever saw was the one, you know, I think it was episode 4.
Empire Strikes Back.
Yeah, I think that's the
the
first
best
one I
one.
ever
To me,
saw.
That's number
best
5.
one.
Yeah.
And, you know what I'm saying? And
Yeah, Empire Strikes Back.
it's the movies that have been going on. Marvel's has not been going on like that.
Not
like,
the movies.
Or the comics, because the comics, yeah, people read them, they know about them, but it's not like something that.
Yeah,
Listen
the
here,
movie-
son. This is
Yeah.
what we're
Yeah,
reading.
no,
He's
the
a
comic
really
books
cool
are
guy.
different. They're
You know?
totally different. You can't really compare them to movies like that.
So, like, that's where I was trying to get at. You know,
I still
like,
haven't read
they
the
can't
comics.
coast. They can't coast. They ain't got the clout or the chill
No.
power that Star Wars has. And Star Wars has been coasting on their shit for a while. I
They
feel
have.
that they've just been coasting on their name because you know
Yeah.
everything's been getting real lazy with their shit, and their stories been getting real boring. Like my question.
They're doing what Batman is
Look,
doing.
a lot of
That's
people.
the same thing, coasting.
Yeah, a lot of people, me being one of those, I don't know shit about Snook or none of that. I don't watch
Me neither.
Clone Wars. I don't watch those cartoons. First and foremost, I don't like the way those cartoons were drawn. And they didn't call my attention the way they were drawn. So I don't watch that shit. And then on top of that, there's so many
Clone Wars is very good.
cartoon
You should
spin-offs.
watch Clone
It
Wars.
was
They just don't call my attention. I
The
tried. My little
stories are
cousin,
excellent.
watched it, regardless how excellent it is. If it doesn't call my attention,
Yeah.
if visually it's not calling my
Yeah.
attention, I'm just gonna.
So let me get this right. Ricky and Morty caught your attention visually,
Yeah,
but Clone Wars didn't.
yeah.
Okay. Just want to make sure.
Ricky Morty.
The triangle drawn on his head.
Triangle
Listen,
Okay.
this is more captivating and eye-catching than boring ass fucking. What's that motherfucking name with the big beard and the crooked ass fucking lightsaber?
Dude.
Like, you know what I'm saying? This motherfucker screaming out "wubba lubba dub dub" is way more captivating and catching than. Oh. The Empire Striking Back. You know what I'm saying? No, it's boring, bro. I don't give a shit what nobody
Is that an
says.
official-
I think you should watch it first.
Is that an official quote?
Yeah,
I watched it. You guys are see. What do you
I
guys
thought you
keep
said you didn't. I thought you said you didn't watch it. You said it didn't.
Are you listening either? 'Cause I said my cousins will watch it. It'll be on in my house, but it just wouldn't call my attention. That's like you say you don't like fried chicken. That's like me eating fried chicken. You don't want none, right? Because it don't call your attention, right?
No, I just don't like the taste of it.
It's
I
not
actually
that you
tried
never
it, though.
ate it.
I actually tried- I actually-
Exactly, you
I
said it. You
actually
tried
tried
it. You tried it, but you didn't like it, right? I watched it. I didn't like it.
You said. I'm sorry. You said that you didn't watch it. Like it's
No, I
content.
just said that. I said it'll be
You
on.
said-
My
you
cousins
said-
will watch
You
it.
said it
I
didn't catch
didn't
you
like
because of
it.
the visuals, so
Exactly.
you didn't.
It
So you didn't
wasn't.
watch it.
Exactly. I
Why
didn't
didn't
watch
you-
it.
so
The
you
shit
did
was
watch it.
there. I was like, okay, don't like it.
So-
Pass on.
I'm saying I thought you didn't watch it because of what you said.
It's just boring. Like, every time it comes out, it's just fucking boring. It makes no sense. On top of that, there's a lot of grown people that got better shit to do than watch cartoons.
Yeah.
And they don't know what the fuck goes on in the Clone Wars, so they're not gonna know what goes on, like the little side stories. Like everybody knows about Phasma, and they know about Snook or some
Nobody
kind-
knows about any of them.
Yeah.
Or let fucking
I don't.
somebody I know tell no. Some people have told me that they that there's like
There's
shit that they could piece together.
Oh, but that's just speculation.
But still, I don't know that shit because I don't watch that bullshit. You know what I'm saying? And there's a lot of people that don't watch the cartoons or none of that shit either. You know what I'm saying? So how are they gonna put shit together? You know what I'm saying? And then that's another thing. You got a good villain. I felt like Snook was a good villain. Nobody knows shit about him. So that's like fucking putty, bro. You can mold it and make it whatever you fucking want.
Yeah, but
And
the
they
reason-
kill him.
but
And they
here's-
kill him.
They kill him.
But
Spoiler alert.
at the same time, like they did, a lot of people were complaining about Force Awakens that it was basically a mirror image to.
It was.
People will always complain.
No, I get
No,
it.
but they were right. It's like
No,
like
it
Star
is.
Wars.
Right.
It was exactly like Star Wars.
So
Yeah.
that was like a New Hope, but
But that's the thing. That's going back to what I'm saying. they're riding off a cloud. They're just remaking everything.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? And just
Except
stamping
Clone
the
Wars.
name on it.
Except Clone Wars. That's actually good,
But
right?
stamping the name Star Wars on it and putting it out and shoving it down your face.
Rogue One
But like, look,
was
you're
good.
saying like Snoke was a good, villain, this and that, but then they
mean,
just kill him.
For what
But
we
like,
saw, he was pretty OP. He grabbed the hoe and was doing the tang. Supposedly through him was that they were communicating.
I think they
he
killed
was
him off too quick.
amplifying their powers, bro.
right,
In a sense, you know what I'm saying? The only reason they were communicating, seeing each other, and shit
Was because of him.
Supposedly through him,
Yeah,
right?
correct.
This nigga got mad powers. He's amplifying. He got his power amplifies other people's power.
But
I
that's-
also think that's a
but-
formidable ass fucking enemy.
but that's exactly the point of it. That he is so powerful that he got so cocky.
so they killed him.
He got so cocky
slipped up.
that he thought he knew everything, and
Yeah.
Kylo said, "All right, you're gonna be this cocky.
Dick heavy.
I'm gonna kill you."
And I think they killed just like on Black.
And that
Widow, I
was
thought
his
they killed off
weakness.
the claw too quick. There's a
Oh
bunch
my
of
god!
problems.
Don't even get me started
Yeah.
on Claw.
Yeah, I think.
Andy
Bro.
Serkis, I love you guys.
Yeah, man.
Circus. Oh yeah, he was Snoke too.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he
he
was.
always getting killed
Yeah.
off. I forgot, huh? I forgot that he was Snoke.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
I think I gotta go.
yeah, I'm like but I still think like the Clone Wars on the writing was much better. I think they should use that writing on the movies. I think it would make the movies better.
I will say I did watch the bonus features of The Last Jedi, and it does make the movie better when you watch it.
A lot of times when people watch it, because I heard that about Batman vs Superman. They said they tied up a lot of. I don't know if y'all watched that. The features.
No.
I bought the movie just so I could see the extended version to see if it gave it more content.
Yeah, they said
No,
It
but
really did not. That movie was bad through and through. Whether it was the short version, long version, director's
explain the
cut,
dreams.
director's
they
uncut.
said explain the dream where he was and.
No, it doesn't.
Oh, my boy, he was talking about it. He said
Maybe in the deleted scenes that you gotta go on the special features to watch and explain them, but an extended version doesn't explain absolutely fucking shit.
in the bonus feature of The Last Jedi, there's a documentary basically of them filming it, and the director is basically talking about, because he also wrote it and directed it, so he's talking about why he made the decisions he made, and when he says why he did the things he said he did, it kind of makes sense, like through when he's explaining it through his his mythology of why he did what he did. So I will say, if you don't like it or if you're on the fence about it, watch that and see if that kind of like
changes your opinion.
changes
about
your opinion about it.
it. Yeah.
It did for me. I think a lot of the questions that I was asking was like, oh, but why this, why that, was kind of answered through there.
Okay, maybe I need to look at that.
I'm gonna get it.
All right.
Yep.
All right, you got. Hold on.
And on that note,
And on that note, with the noise of the Puerto Rican badger
crippling away.
crippling away. By the way, I think
Clear edit.
the video stopped recording.
Yeah, it did.
Oh shit.
So
Yeah, reset.
once again, you're watching us, not watching us. But if you're listening to the audio version, you won't even notice the difference.
Correct. So I'm guessing this has to be like edited out.
This part, yeah.
Heavy.
This part right here. I mean, the rest I'll do what I did last time.
Yeah.
Just put the video over the video of the video.
But like the beginning of the precast.
Pretty
Sure,
much.
why
Yeah.
not? If anyone else has any more topics,
WrestleMania is this Sunday.
Yeah.
Watching the WWE Network.
It says- That's right.
That's the only thing I got to add. Other than that,
Yeah.
WrestleMania weekend. Good shit.
I guess we can just. Everybody should be gearing up for Infinity War. That's what I'm.
well, let's not forget that Deadpool
Oh yeah, and also Deadpool. I forgot about Deadpool. Yeah.
is out before Infinity
Cable.
War.
Does it?
No.
No,
It comes out in May.
March.
no, they push.
Didn't they move?
They push Infinity War.
March.
Back
We in
early.
April right
Oh,
now.
that's right.
They moved
Sorry,
Infinity
April.
War.
Yeah, they pushed it to. Okay, you're right. And then they
April 2.
pushed So when is the release date for Deadpool 2?
May 18th.
That doesn't sound right.
The beginning of May.
I thought it was earlier than May.
No,
May
it was May 18th last time I checked.
Okay. Deadpool.
Oh, you know what I'm thinking about? Another movie, Solo.
Oh,
Yeah.
You know, release date's May 18th for Deadpool 2.
Deadpool 2 is what? May 18th?
Yeah.
May 18th.
Okay.
Boom.
Solo is May 25th.
Wow, I didn't hear too much about Solo. Well, they said something briefly about one of the characters in there today. I was reading about it, but
I'm really curious. Like,
yeah, I mean, you know what though? It's Ron Howard doing it, so I feel like it's gonna be good. I feel like it doesn't have a choice but to be good because it has Ron Howard.
yeah. I mean, I'm gonna be honest. I'm going in with low expectations only because of the the actor playing Solo. But if he is any good,
I think Ron Howard would have booted him if he thought he was trash. I mean, he did
I don't
retain
think
him.
there's no way
It's too much money.
because he came
invested.
in way too late.
Yeah, well,
Like they would literally have to just remake the whole movie. Well, I don't know. They can probably,
it's Ron Howard, man.
yeah,
Like, he has some weight, man.
that'd be interesting.
But I'm ready to see Deadpool 2 as well. Maybe I should get that damn movie pass. You know?
Yeah, you know, I'm gonna seriously start looking into it.
Yeah.
Oh, I did see Ready Player One. If you haven't read the book Ready Player One, hold off, watch the movie, then read the book. I think you'll enjoy the movie more that way.
Heard.
Because I was in the theater kind of like, it was hard for me to watch knowing what happened in the book and like seeing the direction that the movie goes in. Because, I mean,
Obviously, the book's going to be a little bit different. Than the
right.
Always is.
And the book's
It always
gonna be
is,
better.
yeah.
And the book's always going to be better.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah. Definitely watch. I would suggest watching the movie, then reading the book if you're interested. Because I think it's a good movie. I don't think it's a great adaptation from the book. That's
Fair
my
point.
review of the movie.
All right.
Copy.
Roger that.
With that, that's all the time we have for you today. Remember that you can find us on IG at spoon_fools and now on SoundCloud, Google Play, and iTunes. Thanks for listening, and as always, please
Like.
Share.
Subscribe.
subscribe.
Do it. Do it now.
Bye.
Adios.
Now I gotta wet my whistle again.
I don't think we're ever starting this today.